In this example, we will find the equation of a parabola when given 3 points. Recall that the equation of a parabola has the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. We have been given 3 ordered pairs that lie on this parabola, and in an ordered pair, the first value is the x coordinate, the second value is the y. And what we'll be able to do is we'll take the standard form of the equation of this parabola, and we will create 3 different equations, and then we'll solve them as we would a typical system of equations. So for the first equation, I'm going to come over here and label it number 1, using the ordered pair -1 and 1. In this equation, the y value is +1. And for a, we'll keep the a, b, and the c, but where the x's are, we'll replace them with a -1 squared plus b times -1 plus c. And this gives me the equation 1 equals a, because -1 squared is +1, minus b, because -1 times b is -b, plus c. So this is equation number 1. My second equation will come from the second ordered pair where x is 1 and y is 3. So we'll have 3 equals a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus c. So this simplifies to 3 is a plus b plus c. And now my third equation will come from the third ordered pair, which is 2, 7. So 7 equals a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c. So 7 equals 2 squared is 4. 4 times a is 4a plus 2b plus c. So this gives me 3 equations that we need to solve as a system so that we can find out what a, b, and c are in our standard form of the equation. So I'm going to take the 3 equations, which are 1 equals a minus b plus c, and I'm going to use the elimination method and combine it with the second equation, which is 3 equals a plus b plus c. And the reason why I chose to use these 2 equations is because I noticed that the b's were opposites of each other. So when I combine them using the elimination method, 1 plus 3 is 4, a plus a is 2a. I will eliminate the b variable, and now I have 4 equals 2a plus 2c. Now I can combine the second equation and the third equation, again with the plan to eliminate the b variables, so I'll have a second equation that have an a and a c left as its variables. So taking equation 2, which is 3 equals a plus b plus c, and combining it with the third equation, which was 7 equals 4a plus 2b plus c. Now I notice that in order to eliminate the b variables, I need to multiply the first equation by a -2. And I chose -2 because to eliminate the b variables, I need the opposite of 2b, which would be -2b. So this gives me, I'll come down here, -6 equals -2a, -2b, and a -2c. And now combining that with 7 equals 4a plus 2b plus c, I've accomplished my goal of eliminating the b variable. So combining these 2 equations through addition, -6 plus 7 leaves +1, -2a plus 4a is 2a, and -2c plus c is -c. So I can take the 2 new equations that only have an a and a c and finally combine those to solve our problem. So if we have 4 equals 2a plus 2c, 1 equals 2a minus c, I quickly notice that to eliminate the variable a, I only need to make one of these the opposite. So I'm going to multiply my second equation by a negative 1. So that becomes negative 1, negative 2a, and plus c. So that when I combine them, 4 minus 1 is 3. These cancel. And 2c plus c is 3c. And I can divide both sides by 3 and find that c is 1. And using back substitution, we can now plug in c is 1 and find the values for a and b. So we can go back to where we created the two new equations that are circled in the blue. You can use either one, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use this one. So if I take 1 equals 2a, and where the c is, replace that with 1, then I'm going to solve this equation for a. So I'll move the negative 1 by adding a 1 to both sides. This gives me 2 equals 2a, and if I divide both sides by 2, that means a is 1. So I've got 2 of the 3 variables figured out. I have c and I have a. Now I go back to one of the equations where all 3 variables are to figure out the one that we're missing, and we are missing variable b. And just as you had a choice here, you have a choice as well to find b. You can use any of these 3 equations. So I'm going to just use the first one. So 1 equals, we found that a was 1. We don't know what b is, that's what we're looking for, and we found that c is also 1. So combining like terms, 1 plus 1 is 2 minus b. And now I want to get b by itself, so I'll subtract 2 from both sides. So I have negative 1 equals negative b. I'll divide by a negative 1. So b is also positive 1. Now I have found everything that I need to find the equation of a parabola that has this form that goes through negative 1, 1, 1, 3, and 2, 7. So I'm going to go back up to the middle of the board, and I'm going to take the standard form of the equation, and y would equal, what did we find for a? We found for a that a is 1. So the 1 is understood, so that would just be x squared, plus we found that the value of b is 1, x, and then we found that the value of c is also 1. So the equation of the parabola that goes through negative 1, 1, 1, 3, and 2, 7 is y equals x squared plus x plus 1. And that is how you find the equation of the parabola when given 3 points.